Morning, taking a look at Viper radar. We're under severe thunderstorm warning. Now this one is for let's see. This one is for Franklin, southeastern Crawford, northeastern Sebastian until 7 a.m. This is for 60 miles an hour winds. Probably waking up to a lot of lightning out there. There is definitely a lot of cloud to ground lightning, so do be alert on these storms right here. So we got 60 miles an hour winds. This got the core winds is heading towards Cecil right now. This is towards Ozark. If we can, let's put a track on that. So this one's going to be heading to Cecil in the next 5 minutes. Now this is going to be heading to Ozark in the next 20 minutes. And this is just a thunderstorm that's popped up. Here's the main complex that's about to come through. This one is going to be this one's the strong one. This one has 60 mile an hour winds. Now if you're in the South Leflore County in Latimer County, this has about $half size hail. Actually, let's see. This one, let's put hail tracker on. Yeah, this one has about baseball size hail about to move into Tallahena right now. Probably see a big mess of severe thunderstorm warnings everywhere. So you're about to get a core winds around. Let's see, this one's showing 72 knots. Let's see, so we got good core winds about to move through. This is probably about 65 miles per hour. Keota is getting the core winds at probably about 60 miles an hour. McCurtain's getting strong winds too. Near Clayton, near Tallahena, is getting probably about 65 miles per hour winds. Let's see, we've got some hail out here near McCurtain and Poto. Let's see if we can zoom in. Let's see, near McCurtain, just to the southeast, there's about quarter-size hail falling. Looks like the biggest hail maker is near Wilburton and Tallahena, both about baseball-sized hail. Now this complex is about to move in. Now this is a nasty complex, y'all. This has a lot of lightning, especially the first one that's moved through already. You're in the Greenwood area at Lavaca. I know you're definitely getting this right now. You definitely heard all that lightning thunder. Fort Smith, you got a break probably for the next 30 minutes or so. Greenwood, it looks like there's something else has developed to the south side of town, or on the west side, and that one's producing about 35-40 miles an hour winds on that one. Now let's get to the severe thunderstorm warning. This is in Franklin County. This is Cecil's about to get some strong winds around 55-60 miles an hour. So looks like the strongest core winds is nearing Cecil, Webb City, and Ozarks. Is moving down Highway 22 near Coxville, Charleston. Let's see. And this is moving toward, let's see. Yeah, moving towards Cecil. So it'll be probably in the Ozark area in about the next 15 minutes. Let's see. So this one is until 7 a.m. This one is until it's been canceled. Alright. Moving out. Okay, so we've got a nasty line of thunderstorms. We're going to keep a track on it. We're going to keep it here. Let you know what's going on. See if we can switch over to any of our social networks and see what's going on. Y'all, we are not at our home base. We're sitting in our living room right now. We took a hit to the station. We about lost our weather station. Thankfully, we got it back up and running, so that's always a good thing. Thankfully, we almost got some tree damage. Thank the Lord that our trees are still up, because the winds here are probably. We got a 26 mile an hour sustained winds, so that's just like straight winds on for like a while. But I mean, we got about 55 miles an hour wind gusts for sure. right now. This looks to be pushing towards the Ozark area. This is nearing Mulberry. The strongest winds is near Cecil. Let's see if we can zoom in. This is around 45 knots. That's about 52 miles per hour winds. Nearing that. Now Clarksville is about to get this for sure. Chisholmville, Levack is out of this right. We still got some heavy rain there in Levack on the east side of town. If you're on I-40, do stay alert. We got some heavy rain, got some heavy winds. Now, is there any hail in this? There looks to be some very, very small hail, probably about small, a little smaller than marble size, just north of Charleston. But it looks like the main threat is the strong gusty winds and the cloud-to-ground lightning, because it can get very crazy. Alright, so here's this main complex. This one is from Kansas last night. Now, looks like we got around half dollar size hail. This is nearing Podo, and then near Wilburton there's about baseball size hail. There's a big cluster of severe thunderstorm warnings. Let's see. Looks like a new warning coming in. Let's see what's going on. Alright. Lots going on. Let's see. Looks like there's core winds near Clayton. Looks like the new severe thunderstorm warning for Logan County, Johnson. New warning box. So here's our new warning box. So here's the warning box. So Fort Smith's about to get this. We'll pull up the Fort Smith ICAM just a minute. So as you see, here's the new warning. This is for Logan and Southern Johnson. Or southwestern Johnson. It's for 60 miles an hour winds, quarter size hail. I only saw about marble size, so it's nothing bad. Very heavy rain moving in the Greenwood area right now. I know y'all got some pretty bad winds and a lot of pretty bad lightning, same as everywhere else. Oh, we zoomed in too far. So Boonville, you're about to get on some of this action. Probably not as strong. This line is not as strong as it looked to be a few moments ago, but the winds on it are still gusting to around 50 to 55 miles an hour. Now there's one core probably near 59, 60 miles an hour. This is nearing. It's on the northwest northwest end of Cecil near Highway 96. This is now moving into Cecil. Looks like the severe thunderstorm warning has been moved out of Sebastian County. So Lavaca and Greenwood, you're not in the warning zone anymore, but you're still getting a lot of heavy rain. So do stay alert on these storms. Now Paris, you're going to get on this in probably the next. Let's see if we can put a storm track on this one. This should be in the Paris area in about the next 10 minutes. Let's see if we can get a storm track on this. Wow, this very nasty line of storms that's about to move into the Fort Smith area. And this one is, yeah, looks like this one has a lot of rain. Probably a lot of lightning too. This one will move in about the next 30 minutes for Fort Smith, and Lavaca probably the next hour. We're going to take a quick break here, and you're tuning in for severe weather coverage. I'm Austin Nagel. We will tune back here in just a few seconds. Alright guys, so you're taking a look at Viper radar right now, where got a big complex that, this complex was in Kansas last night, and it looks like it's producing some very strong winds. Let's look in the Spiro area near Panama. Looks like some very gusty winds near 60 to 65 miles per hour. Do stay alert on these storms right here. This is the big one. This is the big one that's going to come through, and it's not going to be pretty. It's probably going to be a lot stronger than the storms that came in just a while ago in the Fort Smith area. I cannot breathe. Okay, so it looks like this one is definitely producing some hail. Out near Spiro, it's probably about quarter size, and near Podo, it's about half dollar size. So let's see, where's the core winds going to be at? So if you're Panama, so this is going to be in the Greenwood area about the next 45 minutes. Probably the Fort Smith area in the next 30 minutes. Van Buren area, probably the next 30 minutes. So if you're in any of these areas, we got some bad storms moving through, and we want you to stay alert on this because it's not looking too good. And looks like we've got some rotation. This is near this is in southern Latimer County near Talkeetna. Let's see, we definitely got rotation on right here near Talkeetna. It looks like there's a hook in the radar, and there's a hook in near Tuscoma. Almon. What highway is this? This is Highway 2. This is Highway 2. This is in Latimer County. This is moving towards Talkeetna right now. So if you're in Talkeetna, let's see, this is moving to our south, east. So if you're in Talkeetna, take cover right now as we got radar indicated rotation is moving out of our viewing area right now. Stay alert on the storm. Looks like it is rotating right now. Let's see. There's some strong rotation. Not producing anything right now. That's good. Let's see. My gosh. So that is producing about. So if you're in that right now, that's good. That's a good 65, 70 mile an hour winds. So if there was a tornado, it'd probably just be an F1. F0 to F1 right now, but there's nothing on the ground at the moment. Let's go back to these storms. Now, we're watching for kinks in the radar for all these storms right here. We got some very strong winds, probably up to about 65 miles an hour. I'm not seeing any kinks in the radar right now. That's good. Let's see. Alright, so that looks to be what's going on right now. A severe thunderstorm out here and near Franklin County. This is only producing about probably about 55 miles an hour winds. Now the big one is for this one is near Spiro, Panama, Podo. It's out near. So this one has about. This one has about 65 miles an hour winds on it. And this one has about 65 miles an hour winds on it. It's near Spiro, Shady Point. This is moving towards Pensacola. Let's see. No storm motion. So let's put it in a loop and see what's going on. So it looks like the strongest part of the storm is about to get into the Fort Smith area in the next 15 minutes. So let's go to a quick break real quick.
Good morning, y'all. You're taking a look from our Viper Doppler radar right now, where we got a severe thunderstorm. This is out for looks to be out for Sebastian County right now. Looks like a new severe thunderstorm warning. 60-mile-an-hour winds. All right, so we got a nasty line of storms about to move in the Fort Smith area. I don't know if we can pull up our iCam or what. If we can, let's pull up our iCam. Let's pull up our iCam. This is Fort Smith. As you can see, Fort Smith's about to get it. Look at that. That is the I think that's the shelf cloud coming in, and it's pretty bad. So Fort Smith, you're about to get this, and it's about to be strong. Trying to connect to all of our stuff again. I don't know if I'll be able to or not. We took a big hit at the station. Looks like turning Fort Smith. Look at that. Look at the core winds that are about to come through the Fort Smith area. Good Lord. So this thing probably has some very strong. This thing has some strong winds on it for sure. So do stay alert of that. Let's see. So that's our Fort Smith iCam. Let's go back to Viper radar, where a big mess of severe thunderstorms are moving through. Let's see if we can get a hold of one of our reporters, Caleb, right now live. Let's get him on the phone. Let's see what he's doing. So this is now moving into downtown Fort Smith. This is a very bad storm that's about to come through. So do stay alert. Stay with us as this is about to move through. This is a very dangerous thunderstorm about to move through. So this is until 7:45 a.m. Looks like one of our reports done. Let's see if we can get a hold of another reporter. I think we lost all of them. No, not like literally, like technical wise. Like we can't get a hold of any of our reporters. That's not good. Okay, so severe thunderstorm warning is moving through. Looks like we can't get a hold of any of our reporters right now. So let's do some coverage. Alright, so here's that core one. Now this is a nasty looking line of thunderstorms. This has some very strong winds in it. Now this, as you can see, it's about 60-mile-an-hour winds. So here's that other severe thunderstorm that's moving out right now. Here's the main one that's about to come through. Good evening, good morning, y'all. We're live on our Instagram right now. We got a severe thunderstorm warning from this complex that formed out in Kansas last night. This is a very nasty line about to move through. This one has about 60 mile. This one has a warning for 60-mile-an-hour wind. Now I'm looking at radar right now, and at the edge of the storm, it has about 60-mile-an-hour winds, but inside of it, it has about 60 to 65 miles an hour. This is going to be moving into the Lavaca area in about the next 15 minutes. The Greenwood area about the next 15 minutes or so. Barling going to get this in about 10 minutes on the west. Now the east side of Fort Smith is about to get this in the next few minutes. Let's see. Boonville's going to get this next about 40 minutes. Magazine next 45 minutes. If you are in, let's see, Mulberry next 30 minutes, Alma next 15 minutes, and Paris, Subiaco the next hour. Probably already getting that rain. But this one is the main line. This is a very, very nasty line. This is very organized too. So if you are joining us, do stay with us as we're going to bring you updates. This is live, as we are live tracking the storm. Now let's look at our Fort Smith iCam right now, where it is very windy, very rainy. You can't see anything, barely. The visibility is limited down there. And as this line is about to move through, now if you look by radar, this is very detailed and very organized for sure. Now, is there any hail falling in this? Well, we got some hail probably near Marble Size, near Fort Coffee. These same areas got hit by another severe thunderstorm earlier this morning at around about an hour ago, an hour and a half ago. Now we still got some. Probably about Marble to nickel size hail now near Talahina. This is about to move through, and it is going to get very nasty. So stick with us as we bring you live coverage of this storm. Let me see if we can get some wind speeds on this. So near Fort Smith, about 50-mile-an-hour winds. Well, let's see, as this is about to transition into the going away color, which it's kind of complicated. So here's what the colors mean. The red means it's going away from the radar. The green means coming to the radar. If it's the brighter the colors, the stronger the winds inside a thunderstorm. But it's a certain point that has to be brighter for it to be severe. So there's a core wind. It's about to head to Kibler in about the next 20 minutes. Alright. Alright, so alright, so here's one of our reporters in Lavaca right now. He says that they're getting hammered down there. That do take caution that they are not doing good. Alright, so let's see. Oh, that did not turn out good. Alright, let's check from our Alright. Alright, so this is a nice looking bow moving through, but there's some very, very strong winds on it too. So do be alert on this storm, because these storms are very, very strong. And yeah, they're starting to weaken a little bit, but they are still very strong. And it's about to move through the Greenwood area. It's moving. I'm in Fort Smith. You're definitely getting it. Lavaca is about to get it. Pecola's getting it very hard right now. Hackett and Cameron, Midland, Mansfield. You're gonna get it. Hartford, Monroe, Washburn. So these areas like Greenwood, Mansfield, Washburn, Charleston Branch, Bloomer, Central City, Barling, Kibler, Alma, Dyer, Mulberry, Cecil, Peter Pender, Island, Mountainburg, Rudy, those areas and in the highways like I-49 is about to get it for sure. And these storms are very powerful, so do stay alert on these storms right here as we are covering live. It looks like the core winds is on the central side of town with about 60-mile-an-hour winds. And let's see if we can find where the push of the storm is. See where to find the strongest winds. Now do stay alert. Now the storms this morning, yeah, they are strong, but these storms right here, they are stronger. So stay alert on these storms, because these storms are going to be very powerful, especially on the leaning edge with that potential for rotation and then a possible spin up. So do stay alert on those storms, and especially on the leaning edge. I'm not looking at any too big of hail right now. Probably about Oh, maybe marble size. This is near Cameron, near Monroe, near Hartford. I got some Tallahena, probably about the same size, probably about marble size. This looks to be the let's see. So this is gonna be the so we got coral winds near Huebner right now. The best coral winds is moving through Fort Smith, and it is very, very strong. We got this is about to move through the Greenwood area, Barling and Midland and Lavaca. So do stay alert on these storms right here. Looks like we got a 70-mile-an-hour wind report here from a train spotter. Let's see. See if I can find some of my equipment. We'll track some of these winds with. Okay, so let's see. All right, let me see. Let's look at our studio window. There's a pretty good shelf cloud probably about going to move through with this, so we're looking for that. If you would like to get some pictures, send them to me or post them. I'll post them for you if you want. If you just send it to me. If you got any wind damage reports like tree damage or any kind of damage, now twigs being blown off does not count, but like a big tree blown down, you can send those into the law enforcement. They'll send it to the National Weather Service and report that. If you have any estimated winds or measured winds, send that to law enforcement. They'll send that to National Weather Service. They'll report that, and looks like looking near Fort Chaffee, getting about 65-mile-an-hour winds according to radar right now. This is moving towards Lavaca and Greenwood, so do stay alert on that storm because it looks like that looks to be the area of the strongest winds. We took a hit here at the station a while ago, so we may have to relocate again. That is possible. We don't want to take another hit because we almost lost some of our equipment, which was bad. Let's see. So if you're on I-40 right now, probably not the best time to be driving. Probably just want to pull over and wait till the storm ends, and it'll end in probably about the next 15 minutes. Let's see. Fort Coffee, it's almost done. Picola, it's almost done. Roland, it's almost done. It's done in Muldrow. Said that. Okay, so it's just you're halfway through in Fort Smith. Hang on, we're getting there. It's starting in Hackett right now. It's definitely getting very dark out there. So do stay alert on these storms as they are moving through. And here we got a new update, and now we can see where the core winds is. It's core winds south of Greenwood. There's one coming towards Greenwood at about 60 miles an hour. So stay alert on these storms. This is a very dangerous line of storms moving through. We got a core wind in Lavaca about 65 miles an hour, so stay alert. If you got any video, if you want to take a video, don't do it outside. If you can, do it from a window. But once the storm gets in, get away from those windows because if any debris starts flying, that could smash your window. So if you want to get a quick pic, do so. Get away from those windows ASAP because it's about to get bad. Looking out our studio window, and it is getting pretty bad out there. If we can, let's pull up let's see if we can pull up one of a studio icon, something like that. Let's see. No. All right. So this is about to move through the Greenwood area. This is got some very strong winds in Barling right now. If you're on Highway 22 around 71, got some near 10, Highway 10 near Hackett. This storm is about to blow through blowing through all Sebastian County and Crawford County right now. So be alert on these storms. Be alert on these storms right here, and we will let you see what's going on. We take a small break. This is severe weather coverage. Stay tuned and keep it up. Watch the radar and see where your location is. Are we back on? Yeah, we're back on. Okay, so it looks like we got a core winds and moving through the Slovakia area right now. It's probably about, this looks to be around 55-mile-an-hour winds. Some very strong winds moving through the Greenwood area right now, probably about 60 mile an hour. I'm looking out the window and it is pretty bad. It's very bad. Very heavy rain gonna move through. Mansfield, Huntington, you're getting this right now about 30 to 40 mile an hour winds. Dyer, you're getting this about 45, 50 mile an hour winds. Some very strong winds. Core winds out here near Greenwood. It's about 60 mile an hour. And there is definitely probably about 60 mile an hour winds out there. It is very bad. Let's see. If you have any reports, send them to us. Or if you want, send them to law enforcement, and they will send it to the National Weather Service. And it looks like a core winds in North Slovakia right now. Central Slovakia, you're getting a good 55, 60 mile an hour winds. This is the full severe thunderstorm warning. It looks like a new severe thunderstorm warning out here for Scott County, Logan County for this storm. This line is very strong. Do stay alert as we bring you live coverage. Reports of 70 mile an hour winds. Now it looks like these aren't actual tornadoes on the ground. It's just indicated rotation spots. So let's see if we can find any rotation. It doesn't appear to be any rotation. I'm looking out and I don't see any rotating areas, and all I'm seeing is very bad winds. Like very bad winds. Alright, so this is now moving through the area. Very strong winds. Let's see.